Ayan's online classes is back to you with a new session on science that is based on chemistry. In the last lecture of science, we have seen the introduction part for the chapter acid, bases and salts. Also, we saw what are the indicators as well as their types, that is the natural and synthetic ones, and where they are used and how they are helping us to identify the existence of acids and bases. In today's session, we are going to see the reactions which the acids and base undergo. So let's start with the today's session. So as like I said, today's session will be totally depending upon the various reactions, I must say the chemical reactions which acids and bases undergo through the process with the various other reactants. Okay, acid, how it is reacting with the other fellow reactant, and what are the specific products which we are getting after the reaction, and same regarding the bases. Base, when it is reacting with certain reactant, what will be the possible you can say the products which are formed. Okay, so that will be the content, or that will be the topic of discussion for today. Let's start. Now, firstly, we are starting with the chemical reactions of acids. Now, already we have seen what are acids. We have seen their definition as well as their general properties. Now, today, that properties will help us while deciding the behavior of the acid when it is reacting with some another reactant. Now, see children, first is we are going to see the reaction of acids with any metal. In general, we are going to see how the acid is going to react with any metal, and what are the possible outputs or what are the possible products which we can get after the specific reaction. Now, acids on reaction with metals. That is, when acids are reacting with metals, they give us salt and hydrogen gas. Whenever any acid is going to react with the metal, we will be getting a salt and hydrogen gas will be evolved out. Now, how we are going to represent this? Now, this was the verbal representation. That is, the reaction we have represented into a statement form, into the wordings. Now, let's see how it is represented. Now, acid plus metal will give you salt, and the hydrogen gas will be evolved out. That is, it will be given out to the atmosphere. Let's see this with the help of an example. Let's take an example of hydrochloric acid. HCl is nothing but a hydrochloric acid. Acid we took. Then next we will be taking metal. Now metal, any metal you can take of your choice. Here I am taking Na, that is sodium, which is readily available at room temperature. We are taking sodium. Now let's see, we have taken an acid, that is hydrochloric acid. We have taken a metal, which is sodium. Now after the reaction, what is expected? We should get salt and hydrogen gas should be evolved out. Now as I said, it will be a displacement reaction. The chlorine which is attached with the hydrogen will be replaced by will be taken up by Na. So we will be getting NaCl, that is nothing but the common salt, and hydrogen gas is given out. Now here if we see H2 it should be. So I will write it here as H2. Now to make the equation balanced, what we are going to write is 2 HCl. So here again 2 chlorine it became, but here in the product side we are having just 1 chlorine. So to make it balanced, I will be writing here 2 NaCl. Now again there comes the question for sodium. Now sodium it became 2. So simply write it over here 2 Na. So what it is, 2 HCl plus 2 Na giving you 2 NaCl plus H2. Now children, see what is our focus here. Whenever an acid is reacting with a metal, we are getting sodium plus hydrogen gases evolved out into the atmosphere. That is, whenever acid reacts with a metal, salt is received or salt is obtained, and that we have seen. This NaCl is nothing but the sodium chloride, that is the common salt which we use at home. So what we learned over here is whenever the acid is reacting with metal, the product so formed is a salt and hydrogen gas. So this was the first reaction which we saw for the acids. Now the next reaction is like the reaction of acids with the metal carbonates. Now let's see how the acids are reacting with the metal carbonates. See, acids on reaction with metal carbonates give salt, water and carbon dioxide gas. Like in the first case, it was salt and hydrogen gas. Here it is salt, water and carbon dioxide gas. So how it is represented? Acids plus metal carbonate is going to give you salt plus this is water and this is the carbon dioxide gas which is evolved out or which is given out to the atmosphere. Now let's take an example. In the last example we took hydrochloric acid. Now here let's take a sulfuric acid. So it is H2SO4 plus metal carbonate. Now let's take like common salt. In last example we saw the formation of common salt. Okay, we took like sodium. Now here we will take an example of CaCO3, calcium carbonate. Okay, now acid we have taken sulfuric acid, metal carbonate we have taken, calcium is a metal, calcium carbonate we have taken it as a metal carbonate. Now we are expecting to get a salt. Now here the salt what we will be getting is, as like it is a displacement reaction, SO4 will displace the CO3. Okay, so what we will be getting here, CaSO4 calcium sulfate plus, now CO3 is displaced but somewhere it should get adjusted, correct? So what is going to happen? H2 and 1 O, that will give us H2O plus CO2 gas will be given out. So what is the reaction? See, acid sulfuric acid, when it is reacting with the metal carbonate, that is the calcium carbonate, we are getting a salt, calcium sulfate and water plus carbon dioxide gas is given out. So this is how the acids react with the metal carbonates. I hope everyone has understood this. Then the next type of reaction we are going to see is the reaction of the acids with the metal hydrogen carbonates. Okay, now as like it is there, here also the general representation first we will see. Like when acids, when they are reacting with metal hydrogen carbonates, they give salt, water and carbon dioxide. Okay, same like what we have seen already into the first example or the reaction with the metal carbonates. Here also the same is applicable. Then to let's take an example. Acid we can take it as hydrochloric acid plus it is a metal hydrogen carbonate. So metal we will be taking Na, hydrogen carbonate, NaHCO3. Okay, we took an acid that is hydrochloric acid, then we took a metal hydrogen carbonate that is NaHCO3. Now let's see what is the salt so formed. Here the salt so formed is going to be NaCl, that is chlorine is going to replace our hydrogen carbonate group and it will combine with sodium to give us the salt, that is sodium chloride. Plus as water and CO2 is evolved out, so here what will happen, the hydrogen which is replaced here, that will get combined with this hydrogen and we will be getting H2O and the remaining O2 and C, that will give us the carbon dioxide gas which is given out. So this is the general representation, that when acids are reacting with the metal hydrogen carbonates, they are giving us salt plus water and CO2. And so is like example also we have seen. What is the example? When the hydrochloric acid is combining with NaHCO3, we are getting the salt which is sodium chloride and water and CO2 gases evolved out. So this is the way how the acids are reacting with the metal hydrogen carbonates. Now let's see how the reaction of acids with the metal oxides take place. Let's see this. The acids on reaction with metal oxides give salt and water. Okay, so how is the mannerism? Whenever like acids are reacting with the metal oxides, then we will be getting salt and water. Now next is we will be seeing the chemical reactions of the bases. Now Bases, reaction of base with a metal. This is the first type of reaction which the base undergoes. Now see, base on reaction with metals give salt and hydrogen. Same like there with the acid. Whenever acid was reacting with a metal, there also we were getting a salt and hydrogen. And same is applicable for the base also. For base also, whenever it is reacting with a metal, we are getting a salt and hydrogen. Now see, whenever the hydrox group is there, that is termed as a base. Okay, that is a sign of identification. That which example we should take. This is sodium hydroxide. Okay, so sodium hydroxide, which is a base, when it is reacting with zinc, it is giving you Na2ZnO2 plus hydrogen gas is evolved out into the environment. So how you can write this? You can simply write the general representation as base plus metal is going to give you a salt plus hydrogen gas will be given out into the atmosphere. Okay, so same reaction of acid and base, they are reacting in the same mannerism with the metals. So whenever base is reacting with the metal, we will be getting salt and hydrogen gas. Example also we have seen. Now let's see the next type of example. Now let's see the reaction of base with an acid. This is the most popular reaction, I must say. Whenever the base is reacting with acid, it will give you salt and water. And this type of reaction is called as the neutralization reaction. Whenever any kind of acid is reacting with any kind of base, you will be getting salt plus water. Okay, so general representation is acid plus base giving you salt plus water. Now let's take an example of acid hydrochloric acid plus base we will be taking as NaOH, sodium hydroxide. As I said, whenever the hydroxyl group is there, that represents the base. Okay, then C, what will happen? Cl will displace the OH group and you will be getting here NaCl, which is a salt, plus OH group will combine with hydrogen and you will be getting the water molecule. So this is the process of neutralization. Whenever any kind of acid reacts with the base, we will be getting as a product salt and water, and the entire reaction is called as the neutralization reaction. Then next is, let's see the reaction of a base with a non-metallic oxide. Now last one we saw the base reaction of a base with a metal. Now we are going to see the reaction of a base with a non-metallic oxide. Now see, bases on reaction with a non-metallic oxides, they are providing us salt and water. The general representation is base plus non-metallic oxide is giving us salt plus water. This was the verbal representation. This is like we have represented it into a equation form. Now let's take an example. See here, calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide gas, this is a non-metallic oxide, is giving you a calcium carbonate plus, calcium carbonate is nothing but a salt, plus water, that is H2O, which is given out. Okay, so this is how the bases are reacting with the non-metallic oxide. See children, for the exam point of view, what you have to remember is the statements. If you are well known or well aware of the statement that what is exactly happening when a base is reacting with a non-metal or a base is reacting with a metal, easily you can construct. If statement is done, you can easily represent the general equation, as well as if general equation is known to you, you can easily give an example. So what is like when you start with the study, what more focus should be given on remembering the statement, that is what is the way or what is the direction of the reaction. If you remember that statement, easily you will be able to construct the equation, general equation, as well as you will be easily capable of giving the example also. So whenever you start studying, first give preference for remembering the main statement. Now what do acids and bases have in common? Okay, like we saw acids and bases, these are totally two different things, like right from the definition to the you can say the general properties, they differ in each aspect, but then too there might be something which is common, right? So the thing which is common is, like whenever acid or base solution we are forming in water, it conducts electricity. Even if you are dissolving acid into water or you are dissolving base into a water, whenever you are forming a solution out of this, that solution will be carrying or will be a good conductor of electricity. So that is a thing which is common in both acid and base. Now what exactly is happening? Okay, I said that they are conducting electricity, but what happens to an acid or a base in water solution when you are mixing it into water? What exactly is the process which occurs? Now let's see. Acid or base dissociates into ions when added in water. Like already we have seen into the definitions of acid and bases, like whenever acid is dissolved or base is dissolved, you will be getting H plus ions and OH minus ions. Okay, so that is what they are dissociating. They are dissociating into their components. Okay, so that is the thing, first thing, that whenever acid or base is inserted or mixed into water, they will dissociate into their ions. Then the separation of the ions from the compound is not possible in the absence of water. Like in order to separate the ions from acids and base, there is a need of medium which is provided by water, and without water the separation of ions from the compound is not possible. So thus water is providing them and medium to segregate or to separate their ions. So for example, you see like HCl, when it is mixed in water, what it is giving? H3O plus ions plus Cl. Okay, and NaOH, which is a base, when it is mixed into water, it will be giving Na plus, which is aqueous, plus Cl minus ions. Okay, so which is again aqueous. So what is happening over here? The ions are getting segregated or separated from the compounds, and that's why they are providing the base for the reaction. Now this was the content, that is in today's session we have seen regarding the reactions of acids and bases with the various reactants. Now in the next session we will be seeing how strong are acid or base solutions. That is exactly in a precise manner, if to say, we are going to learn what is the strength of any particular acid or base. That we will be learning into the next session. I hope everyone is clear that how acids and bases react with uh, other elements or other reactants and what are the products so formed. Again, I repeat, whenever you start studying for the reaction of acids and bases, firstly you learn the statement. You go through the statement once, twice, thrice, then you try to construct the general statement. And if you are perfect in learning with the process which is occurring, and if you are capable of generating the general statement, then easily you will be able to give the examples. So that will help you a lot during the study process. So after the session, there's a let's recall part. Let's see, a content from the entire session has been picked up and you have to answer it into the comment section. So the question for today's session is, what is the product form after reaction of acid and base? So what you have to comment is, when acid and base are reacting, particularly when an acid is reacting with a base, what is the product so formed? What you are getting as a product, that you have to tell it into the comment section. That will be your let's recall part, that is we can know what exactly you got from the session, how nicely you have understood it. So please comment the answer. Teams Ions looks forward to have you on board. Please visit our website ionsonlineclasses.com for detailed information. Kindly like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And if you have loved today's session, don't forget to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Ions Online Classes. If any queries or suggestions, please feel free to drop it into the comment section. Thank you.